Hello everybody, welcome to Road to Manhood. My name is John Moses. This is going to be our second time to Big Bend. We got a lot to show you guys. First of all, check out our campsite. Way down there. Can't really see them yet. Anyway, second trip, we're going to show you prep work, our sites, show you a couple trails, and give you guys details. Last time we did Black Gap, north to south. This time we're doing it south to north. Apparently it's a little more challenging, so we're about to find out. I'm running out of breath because I'm fat.
From off-roading with our vehicles to off-roading with our feet, showing you guys our campsites, and ultimately enjoying the views. We got such a much bigger group this time around. Can't wait to give you all the deets, including a tip to avoid these guys. But more on that soon. Let's go. It all kicks off with the meet and greet. By this time, we've been texting and putting some plans together, but we will officialize everything at the table. Talk about food, gear. We even go over some trails and discuss meeting points as well. We even got to celebrate little Jeremy's birthday. We do have chapters, guys, so feel free to skip as needed. But at this point, we're going to talk about the initial setup.
It takes about maybe literally like 30 minutes for the setup. Let me just run down what we got. We got our Skyridge canopy. We do have our Plano case that's going to be doubling up as our luggage. It's normally like a rifle case. We do have our roof nest, and also on the very top, that's going to be our gas tank. Then we have our traction boards. And on the other side, I already rigged it up. I had the bracket port, but I haven't installed the water port just yet because we still got a couple days. I'm gonna do that last. But this is gonna be for the water port. It's gonna be it's about almost 4 gallons worth. We went ahead and upgraded to this Husky clear top case that actually has 15 inches from top to bottom. Clear case on the top too, but it gives us opportunity to put more stuff in here. It's also kind of cool because there's like these two act as like joint points, so I can actually open them on either side. But this is our primary, like all of our utensils, kitchen, and any necessary things that we need to have. Now we're doing just regular maintenance. We took the mattress out. Jenny's out there just making sure everything's nice and clean. You could do this before or after trips. We actually keep everything nice and clean in there, but we're just doing it again right now before we go on this next one.
Highly recommend this little life hack that Brad and Sam introduced me to. They stated to pre-cook your meal, go ahead and vacuum seal it, then freeze it and warm it up out there. I thought it would take away from the fun of cooking out and about and also may hinder the flavor, but it totally does not. It makes it a lot more convenient and way less messy.
Good morning, good morning. It is 4 o'clock. We are all packed up and ready to go. The one part of the trips that I'm not fully used to, waking up this goddamn early.
And just like last time, meeting up at the QT for a top off and just getting some last grabs. And with the sunrise at our back, we are on the road. For those who are curious, normally with all the extra weight, I'm normally running about 11 to 13 mpgs. That's also just stock, not any sort of extra engine upgrades.
This is our last little gas station before we hit Big Bend. There's only 2 pumps, so we gotta wait in line. But Jenny let me take a little 30-minute nap, so I'm energized.
After about 6 hours of driving, we finally make it to Big Bend. All but one of this video clip because Jonathan is already at the visitor center. But of course we had to stop for that pickety pick though.
Alright guys, Big Bend, trip number 2. Made it to Panthers Junction Visitor Center. Let's go.
In our first video from Big Bend, I did drop some common knowledge on the Big Bend in general, the national park. This time I plan on giving you some interesting facts, but I also wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the visitor center. You're most likely gonna have to come in here anyway to reserve your site, but they have a bunch of cool souvenirs and whatnot. They also have some quite interesting reads, just like this. They also have a theater system for those who just came out from a long drive. You want to sit down, you can come in here, relax in some AC, and get to know more of your visit. Before landing on the trailhead to air down, we went ahead and took a quick detour to take this walking trail to Sam Neil Ranch. Just a 5-minute walk took us all the way back to 1916, where Sam Neill had his family here with a bunch of animals, orchards, and a fully functioning water well. I've shown this example before, but I wanted to give it to you guys one more time. This is a roof nest condor hardshell clamshell tent. No, they do not sell this exact model anymore. It's been discontinued. Also, that light at the end, I actually added that additionally, so that doesn't come with any of the tents at all. They actually have a better squared model now that I wish I would have waited for, but hey, that's just the way it is. Anywho, literally this is it. As soon as you set that platform, you're ready to go. Everything else is extra, just like Jenny and I. This is a great time to introduce the gang. Also provide you with their Instagram handles so you can go ahead and follow them. We first have Cody here driving this beast of a machine at Rogue.Yoda. We got Ryan that just got his truck and already has a 3-inch lift. Way to go, my guy. Robert and Vanessa driving this silver 4Runner. Y'all know all about them, their family, talk about them all the time. But we have Isaac here. He has a 2-wheel drive, totally sweet, decked out Tacoma. Guys, go check him out. This is his first time out on the trails. We were super excited to have him. And in this super sweet frontier, we have Jonathan and Aubrey, the initial route leader spearheading the entire trails, also sporting this gazelle type tent, which is super sweet. And finally, our second route leader, the one and only, the legend, Jeremy, my boy, the sender with another frontier. Y'all know about him. Go give him a follow. And finally, leaving with myself and Jenny with Baby Yoda R2M. Appreciate you guys. Show's over. I'm just kidding. And towards the other end of the campsite, we do have Ryan and Jeremy that set up their tents on the outskirts so they can have their own little privacy. And Jeremy sporting his gazelle tent as well. Worked out pretty great. And before anybody says anything, yes, we have too many vehicles in this campsite. There's a limited amount of vehicles and people per campsite. We messed up, got it. More on that later.
So today we're making some, what are we making, babe?
Al pastor.
Miniature tacos.
That's right, Al Pastor Street mini tacos with tortillas on the Blackstone griddle, fresh ingredients and salsa verde. I mean, it might be a little biased, but I think everybody liked it. It ended up being super cold tonight, but Jonathan and Cody came in clutch with their portable fireplaces, which is even better because there was a burn ban and we could not have our traditional fireplace. Also, if you want more specs on those portable fireplaces, just go ahead and DM them on their Instagram pages. I know, I'm a bit of a diva, but when I'm out there, I sleep good, no matter what type of weather is out there. I got this weighted blanket on top of a sleeping bag while laying on this heated blanket that is then being energized or powered by this Jackery. I know. Our morning starts off with coffee and wonderful breakfast made by Vanessa and Robert. Yes, we got that ongoing agreement. I make dinner, they make breakfast. Gotta love it. And here's a quick example of some power banks that most of us have or some of us carry on our trips. And we are off to the trails, planning on taking on Black Gap and everything in between. This place is filled with surprises. Notice Cody over there being all brave, touching Mr. Ed like it's nothing. Me, not so much. And look at this guy with all that attitude. We'll just stay back here. Way back here. Big Bend is such a special place rooted in its geology. With such a diverse landscape, it really feels like you're driving through different regions at once. From flat dry lines like this, take a bend, to places like this where you feel like a Jawa can pop out at any moment. We even got a little bit of rain. Like literally that was all we got. Did you notice those two pointy things way in the back out there? Well, that's actually called Mule Ear Peak. Located in the Chisos Mountains southwest of Panthers Junction, this thing has a crazy and violent inception story. Regarding molten lava, it was absolutely brutal. Anyway, chaos occurred, and now we have two perfectly placed rhyolite dikes that form adorable mule ears. Now you know. This is the rock that took on Robert's Forerunner head-to-head, more on that soon, but also the area where Cody slipped and almost died. I cannot stress enough, yet again, communication is super important. I got a GMRS Midland radio attached to the truck that works with handheld walkie-talkies, but even if you just have hand walkie-talkies, keep them charged, they go a long way.
All right, guys, we're about to hit a Black Gap. We're gonna do it from south to north. It's gonna be different. First time we did was north to south. We're gonna have to be considerate of people coming down, figuring all that out. But we stop here right at the entrance to the main trail, or actually we're on the trail. Right before we get onto the more intense parts. Eating some lunch, and then we'll check it out. So, see how it goes.
The trails become way more interesting from here on out. And it's also fun for me to take a look back at the footage to see what lines I decided to ride and see if it was a good choice or not. I'm learning something new every trip. Guys, I'm done talking for now. Hit the music.
Oh, you went the easy way. Oh, there it goes. You got a little baby lift. Yeah, you got up. I was wondering, I must have left it in the trees. I was like, that felt kind of weird. Because I just felt like I was hovercrafting through. There you go. A little bit more. Driver. Right there. Oh, yeah.
This is what you call trail courtesy, waiting for the people coming north to south to pass first, and then it was our turn to take on the most challenging and the final major part of the Black Gap Trail.
Isaac, I would hang back a little bit while I go up this, and I'll make sure. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Straighten out, right there. Push it, push it, push it, push it. All right, you're up. Back tires. Good. Woo!
Woo!
All right, keep going. All right, you got it. You're perfect. Right in the money. All right, give it a little gas and bump up. 9 minutes touch.
Wow, nice.
You need to go passenger a little bit so you hit that little rock cluster. All right, you're good. Now go straight out, straight out. All right, right there. All right, you're on the money. Come on up. You're gonna hit that ledge right there. Isaac to hang back so he can fucking launch that motherfucker. I can't believe I hit my phone.
And word to the wise, do not park at the edge of the cliff where you can easily die. We probably should have parked ahead a little more. And that is a wrap for Black Gap. Guys, obviously it's way more intense when you're physically there. Cameras and videos never quite do it justice. When you see this little savanna area, that is a tall tale that you are at the end or at the beginning of the Black Gap Trail, depending on what direction you're coming from.
We are at the village store. Cool little shop here. We're gonna gas up and then hit our last campsite and then do Old Ore Trail before we head back home. Last campsite, we are right by the river. It's pretty cool. And I didn't bring my fishing gear. How annoying. How annoying.
Dinner time with chicken and beef fajitas. Just went ahead and slapped some butter on foil and let them warm up. They were so juicy and delish, really held that flavor. As the night was coming to an end, we took some time to celebrate my love's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Cheers.
Breakfast of champions. Robert and Vanessa hooked it up with eggs and bacon and pancakes while we were enjoying this beautiful breakfast. Yes, the popo came in hot. Guys, we had way too many vehicles in our campsite and we were right by the border. Raised a lot of red flags. They held us there for a little too long, but hey, they're doing their job. It's perfectly fine. They let us off with a warning. Our mistake, we'll plan better ahead. Lesson learned. We also collectively decided not to take Old Ore Trail heading out. It's always safety first on our trips, and we always want to have a great experience, especially after Robert took on a rock We wanted to make sure everybody got home safely. No major issues done to the 4Runner. If you're considering visiting Big Bend, I say hard yes, especially if you're new to overlanding. This makes a great spot to practice on, as it is a national park and all the trails are easily marked and accessible. Thank you for Jonathan for being a trail leader, as well as Jeremy for being a route leader and for taking great photos as well. Robert and Vanessa for always being down to partner up with me and cooking in the morning. Literally everybody in the group participated in one way or the other to make this trip amazing, from sharing gear or knowledge on site to sharing videos and pictures that contributed to this video here. Special thanks to my love for always being down and being my ride or die. Happy birthday, baby. This one was for you.
All right, everybody, that is a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. God damn, these gnats are crazy. So feel free to watch more videos right now.